Hey everybody, good morning for me, but not for you probably. Hi, welcome to the 11th Smrt live class. And today's lesson is on have and have got. So let's get started. A lot of students are very confused about the difference between have and get, and sometimes have is a main verb, and sometimes it's an auxiliary verb. Okay, let's get started. So let's look at this woman. Her name is Jill, and the sentence here, Jill has got a bad headache. Jill's got a bad headache. Okay, well, what does that mean? Well, actually, Jill's got a bad headache means Jill has a bad headache. Okay, so that's what I want to teach you, is that sometimes we can say have or has, and sometimes we can say have got. Sometimes, right? Not always. So we're going to talk about when we can say have and when we can say have got. So first, let's talk about have as an auxiliary. I hate this word. I hate this word in English. Auxiliary verb. I'm going to stop saying that. I usually don't say that word. I usually say helping verb. I just don't like that word, auxiliary verb. Okay, now maybe you guys don't understand helping verbs, so let's quickly just talk about this. I have been to Mexico. I have been to Mexico. Okay, well, in this sentence, there are two verbs. Okay, and in this sentence, been is the main verb of the sentence. It is the main verb. This is helping. It is helping the main verb. Okay? Let's look at another sentence. I am going to Mexico. I am going to Mexico. Again, we have two verbs, and in this situation, going is the main verb, and am is the helping verb. So English has many helping verbs. Example be, right? Like am, right? Is, are, was, were, right? Do, example, do you like pizza? I do. Or have. And we're going to talk about have today. So when is have a helping verb? When is it a helping verb? Well, let's see. Have is an auxiliary verb. It is helping a main verb. It is helping a full verb make a present perfect sentence. Okay, so what? Well, okay. So example, this sentence. I'm going to zoom that out so you can see the photo here. I have never been on top of a mountain. I have never been. This sentence is in the present perfect tense. And here you can see that have is helping been, like my example. Let's look at another example. Another present perfect sentence. Has she tried the new menu? Has she tried the new menu? What is the main verb of this sentence? Well, the main verb is tried. And we usually use helping verbs to start a question. So, have you? Has she? Has it? And the answer, yes, she has. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. So, has she tried the new menu? Yes, she has, or no, she hasn't. Okay, let's continue. Let's look at some more examples. They, okay, now they have been playing soccer all day. They have been playing. Here we have v, and v is, of course, have. And after have, we have a past participle. So be, was, were, no, been. So this is also a present perfect sentence. They've been playing soccer all day. Actually, here we have three verbs. We have, been, and playing. And playing is the main verb. And we have two helping verbs here, have and been. So one more example. Why haven't you eaten breakfast yet? Why haven't? And this is a little strange because she's eating pie, but why haven't you? Again, have is a helping verb. The main verb is a past participle because this sentence is present perfect. It is present perfect. So, again, when have is a helping verb, we use have plus a past participle, right? Have, I should say have or has plus a past participle. And this is called the present perfect tense. Now, in this lesson, I'm not going to talk a lot about the present perfect tense, okay? Relax. That's not today's lesson. Maybe a future lesson if you want. If you guys have any questions, please type them in the chat, okay? Let Lane know that you have a question, and he will pass it on to me, okay? Let's continue. So we've talked about have as a helping verb, as an auxiliary helping verb. Now, let's talk about have as a full verb. This is really, really important, and many students get confused about this. Have as a full verb. Now, in this lesson in Smrt, if I say full verb, I mean main verb, okay? Not a helping verb, not a helping verb. So when is have the main verb of the sentence? When is it the main verb of my sentence? Well, there are many reasons. Let's talk about four right now. The first reason is possession. If you're talking about possession, what does that mean? Possession. Okay? Possession means it's mine. It's mine. Okay? It's my thing. All right? So a really simple example, here is a phone, and this is my phone. It's mine. This is my possession. Another example, water. Okay, see that, Marianne? Not much water. This is my water. It's my possession. It's my possession. Okay? So, sometimes we use have to talk about possession. Next, sometimes we use it to talk about obligation. 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 Well, what does that mean, obligation? Obligation is something you need to do, okay? Or something you must do, okay? So we can use have when we're talking about obligation, okay? We're having problems with questions right now, so I'm going to pause the stream here, and I'll be right back. Hold on, Jules. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys, we were not getting your questions here. Okay, so Amr, I think Skonex Gamer, right? I'm gonna call you Amr, like you are on the Facebook group. He's asking me, well, when do we, when do we use the present perfect tense? Well, Amr, that is not a question I can answer in this lesson because that will take me a long time to answer. Okay, I can help you. Very short answer. We use it to talk about our experience. Okay, we use it to talk about things that happened in the past but are connected with the present. Okay, so example, gosh, what's an example? You have joined the Facebook group. Okay, you have joined. This means in the past, Amr, you joined the Facebook group. But this action, your action is connected. It is connected to now. Now you are still in the Facebook group, right? Everybody, I don't know if you've joined our group yet, but I really recommend it. It's pretty cool. Learn English on Facebook, and Lane can give you the URL, the web page address. So, like Skonex Gamer, I believe his or her, I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, but Amr is in this group. So Amr, if you would like me to do a lesson about the present perfect, let Lane know, or let me know in the Facebook group. But it's a long answer. And Jesus, more examples for possessions. Okay, Jesus. Yeah. So possession just means it's mine or my thing. Okay. So you know this, Jesus. You know this, right? I have a car. Right? You have a computer, right? Or negative, he doesn't have a bicycle, okay? So this is possession, my thing, or your thing, or his thing. Thank you for the questions. Keep asking them. We need your questions. We love answering your questions. So again, we're talking about when do we use have as a main verb. Well, we use have when we're talking about possession. We use have when we're talking about obligation, and I was talking about that, right? Obligation. Obligation when you're talking about must or need to. So of course, this meaning, we say I have to. I have to go, right? Or no obligation. I don't have to study tonight. Okay? And many students don't realize, okay, I have a computer. It's the same grammar. I have to go. We just have to go, right? Me, I don't, example, I don't have an iPad. I don't have an iPad, right? Well, have to is the same grammar. I don't have to go. I don't have to study tonight, right? Question, hey, do you have an iPad? Right? Obligation, do you have to study tonight? Understand what I mean? It's the same grammar because have is the main verb. Okay, we have another question. Hazerlik is back. Welcome back. How are you? Her question or his question, does obligation mean duties? Yeah, you're absolutely. Absolutely, yes. Okay, obligation, it's a difficult word to explain, but yeah, you're right. Sometimes we use it to talk about duties. Maybe some students don't understand that. Maybe responsibility, right? Maybe your job, right? You need to do it. You must do it. You should do it. You have to do it. Okay, these are your obligations. Okay, so me, example, I work at this school, and my obligation is be here at 8 a.m. 8 o'clock. This is my obligation. So how do we say this in English? Well, I have to be here at 8 a.m. Okay, how's it look? Let's continue. So we talked about possession. We talked about obligation. We're not finished. Relationships. Relationships. What are you talking about, relationships? Well, example me. I have a brother. I have a brother. I have a wife. I have a mother, of course, right? I have a father. Okay, so when you're talking about relationships, we use have. Okay, me, I have a wife, so I don't have a girlfriend. Okay, I'm talking to my wife right now. I don't have a girlfriend. Okay, so have. So we talked about possession, obligation, relationship, and the last one is illness. Illnesses. What does illness mean? Well, if you're not sure, illness means sickness, okay? Ill means sick, okay? I am ill. Same thing, I am sick. It's the same, okay? When you talk about your illnesses or somebody's illnesses, we use have. Example, I have a cold, right? I have a cold. What's another kind of illness? Well, influenza. Influenza. And in English, we usually say, let me just write this here, the flu. The flu. Influenza, the flu. Okay? So you could say, oh, he has the flu. He has the flu. What's another type of illness? Well, headache, right? She has a headache. Okay, so when you're talking about illnesses, we use have. It's very, very, very popular. Let's look at some examples here. I have two brothers. I have two brothers. Okay. Now, I forgot to ask, guys, I forgot to talk about, when we are talking about possession, obligation, relationships, or illnesses, we do not use continuous forms for these meanings. Continuous, okay, means be plus a verb with ing. So if you're talking about possession, obligation, relationships, or illnesses, we don't usually use this. I am having a headache. No, that's not okay. That's not good English, okay? Don't say I am having a friend. No, don't say that, okay? You probably know this already, right? Okay, don't say or let's change it. We are having to study. Don't say that, okay? Don't use continuous. How do we fix this? We have to study, okay? She has to go. Don't say she is having to go. So that's a really important lesson. And if you don't understand that, let me know in the comments here, okay? Let's look at some examples. I have two brothers. Don't say I'm having two brothers. Does she have a new car? Don't say is she having. They don't have a lot of money. Don't say they aren't having. Okay, 3 more examples. Do you have a headache? Don't say are you having a headache. He has to go soon. And finally, she doesn't have a stomachache. Oscar is here. How you doing, Oscar? Oscar wants to know, can we say can we say I am coming down with something? Okay, I am coming down with something. Yeah, Oscar, this is I guess this is a phrasal verb. Okay, to come down with. To come down with. Yeah, that means to start having the feelings of a cold. Okay, yeah. So if you feel like, uh-oh, I'm getting sick. I think a cold is coming. It's very popular to say, yeah, I'm coming down with something. I'm coming down with something. Or I think I'm coming down with something. Yeah, excellent, Oscar. That's very good. Okay, now it's almost time for exercises. It's almost time, but let's talk about have got. Okay, now for these meanings, which meanings? Well, possession, obligation, relationships, or illnesses, we can say have got. You can say have, or you can say have got. It's your choice, okay? So let's look at an example. I have two brothers. Relationships, right? You can say I have got two brothers. Okay? Now, does she have a new car? Does she have? Now look here. Have is the main verb, right? So, present simple, does she? Do you? Does she have? Do you have? Yes, I do. Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. But have got is present perfect. Have is the helping verb. So look, does she have? We say has she got? Has she got? Okay? Does she have? Yes, she, helping verb, helping verb. Yes, she does. Has she got? Yes, she, what's the helping verb? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Understand the difference? This is the problem for my students, is they're so confused, right? Yes, I do. No, I do. Yes, I have. Yes, I. Okay. Have got. Have is the helping verb. Okay. Let's look at some more examples. Don't worry, we're going to practice this. We're going to practice this. They don't have a lot of money. Possession, right? They don't have a lot of money. Okay, remember, possession, obligation, relationship, illness, we can say have got. So don't have, haven't got, helping verb, haven't got. They haven't got a lot of money. Okay, now by the way, sometimes get, we say gotten. But this meaning, we don't say gotten. We say got. Okay, we say got. Next, do you have a headache? Right? Illness. Do you have a headache? Do you have a headache? Have you got a headache? Have you got a headache? Okay, so do you? Have. But have got? Have you got? Okay? All right, look at this guy. He has to go soon. Obligation. Obligation, you can say have got. He has to go soon. Have got he, so he has got. He has got. He has got. He's got. He's got to go soon. He's got to go soon. And the woman here, she doesn't have a stomach ache. So she feels really good, right? She doesn't have a stomach ache. She hasn't got a stomach ache. She hasn't got a stomach ache. Have. Okay, so we have a question here from Pudge Wayne. Okay. Is have a plural verb, or is it a singular verb? Good question. We can say I have, you have, right? He has, that's singular. She has, it has, we have, they have. So you can see here that if you're talking about we, have is plural, and plural means more than one. So we, like two people, we have. Okay, Wayne? Or they, three people, they have. I, one person, I have. So it's not really we can't really say it's singular or plural. But the car has, I don't know, the car has 4 seats. Well, here it is singular, Wayne, because car is it. Okay, if I say the cars, well, now I'm talking about they. So I have to say the cars have 4 seats. A little strange, but the cars have. Okay, good question, Wayne. Keep the questions coming, guys. Keep asking. It's okay if you don't understand. Now we're almost ready for exercises. And today's class, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna shut up very soon, and I'm gonna give you some exercises to do. So we're almost finished. We talked about have got. We can use it. Let me just change it here. Let's do a close-up here. Have got is used to talk about possession. I know I've said this many times. I'm sorry, but remember, right? Possession, obligation, relationships, illnesses. If you're talking about these things, you can say have or have got. But we only use have got to talk about the present. Okay? We only use it to talk about now. If you are talking about the past, don't use have got. If you are talking about the future, don't use have got. We only use have got to talk about the present. Okay? The present. Let's write that just to make sure you guys understand. Present. Okay? Now. Let's look at some examples. Okay. I will have got. No, don't say have got with will. Okay? So, example, I will have my wallet, my money, tomorrow. I forgot my money today. I will have it tomorrow. I had to go home early yesterday. I'm talking about obligation. I had to go home early yesterday. Okay, obligation, we can use have got, but this is the past. We can't use have got. Don't say had got. We don't say that in English, okay? All right, she had long hair. Don't say she had got. We didn't have color TV. This is possession. Possession, can you use have got? Yeah, but this is 60 years ago. 60 years ago is past. We can't say have got about the past or the future, right? And finally, when my throat itches like the feeling like, oh, itches, it usually means I'm going to. Future, I'm going to. Don't say have got about the future. Yeah, but Mark, this is about an illness. Throat, ow, sore. This is an illness. We can say have got, but this is the future. We can't say have got about the future. Okay, we have a question here from Irfan or Lee, I'm not sure. Why does a mean in a headache? Is it a fixed phrase or is it a countable noun? A headache? A headache. Is it a fixed phrase or is it a countable noun? Headache? Headache is a countable noun. Irfan, let me show you what I mean. Oxford. This is the best dictionary, guys. Oxford Learner's Dictionary. I really recommend it. I don't work for Oxford, but it's a really good dictionary. Look, if I type headache here, a headache. Look, if you see that means it's countable. Okay, so yeah, headache, or look, Irfan, headaches. Okay, so me, example, it's true. Unfortunately, I get many headaches in my life. Okay, so yeah, a headache or headaches. Has, it's a singular, and have, it's a plural. Yes, but Jesus, yes and no, because it has, they have. So here, this is singular, and they, this is plural. Okay, if you guys don't understand, singular means one, and plural means more than one. Yes, okay, yes. But Jesus, we also say I have, right? I is singular. Me, only me. It's one person. We also, you, Jesus, are you one person or are you two people, right? You're one person, right? So you have, okay? He has, okay, singular. She has, we have, they have. So yes, your question, it, one thing, is singular, okay? Example, my phone, one. My phone has a camera, okay? I don't have a plural. Like my fingers, I don't, not many examples, but my fingers have, I don't know, these things, nails, okay? So yes, has is singular and have is plural. Oscar's got another good question. Can I use have got in questions in the present? Yeah, you can. But remember, it has to be about possession. I'm sorry, I'm talking about this again. Possession, obligation, relationships, or illnesses. Yes, Oscar, excellent question, right? So, possession. Do you have an iPad? Right? Okay, have got. Have is the helping verb. Have you. What's the main verb? Got an iPad. Okay, what about relationships? Do you have a brother? Have you got a brother? Have you got a brother? Okay, all right. Or let's try she, okay? Does she have a cold? Illness, right? Has she got a cold? Okay, Oscar, excellent question. That was a really good question. I didn't talk about that. So, you see, guys, if you ask questions, it will help other people understand. And maybe I forgot to talk about something. So, Oscar helped me remember to talk about this. So, yeah, good job, Oscar. Thank you. Okay, so we're almost ready for exercises. We're almost ready for exercises. We've talked about have as an auxiliary verb. We've talked about have got. We said that, remember, have, if you're talking about these things, if you want to say have, not have got, just have, don't use continuous. Don't say having. Also, these things you can say have got. But don't use have got about the past, and don't use have got about the future. Okay? So, Sometimes have means possession. Sometimes it means obligation. Sometimes it means relationships. And sometimes it means illness. But have has other meanings. It has other meanings, right? And the other meanings we can't say have got. Okay? So what are some other meanings of have? Well, let's look at some examples. You can have a bath. You can have a bath. Now, what does that mean, have a bath? Well, that means take a bath. Have a shower. That means take a shower. Have a swim. We say have a swim in English. That means swim. Have a massage, right? Massage. Have breakfast. What does that mean? Have breakfast. Eat breakfast. Have lunch, have dinner, have an apple, have a snack. That means eat, right? Have a break. Okay, well, we also say take a break. Have a cigarette if you smoke. That means smoke a cigarette. If have is this meaning, you can't say have got. And if have is this meaning, you can say having, if you're talking about right now. Understand? So, example, I didn't put it here, but water. What am I doing? I'm having, right now, I'm having some water. Okay? What does that mean? That means I'm drinking water. Okay? I'm drinking water. You can't say have got if your meaning is drink. You can't say have got if your meaning is take, like take a shower. You can't say have got if your meaning is do. Well, what do you mean do? Well, like in English we say have a party or have a meeting, have a wonderful time, have a dream, right? In English you have a dream. Oh, I'm having a dream. Well, I'm not sleeping right now, right? Do a conversation? No, in English you have a conversation. You have a fight, okay? Sometimes students say fight or do a fight. Well, in English you can have a fight. And, oh, those guys right now, they're having a fight. They're fighting. They're having a fight. It's the same meaning. Have a baby, that means the baby is being born. And finally, surgery, okay? So, if have is this meaning, you can say having if it's happening right now. Also, if you are talking about this meaning, you can't say have got. Okay? Before we do some exercises about this, I'm just going to answer some questions here. Oscar has another question. Oscar's asking, have you got your homework done? Is this question okay? Have you got your homework done? Okay. Have you got your homework done? Yeah, this is fine. This is different grammar, Oscar. You can say have something done. Okay. And this is a little bit different grammar, and this is pretty advanced. And I'm not going to talk about this right now, okay, Oscar? But your question, is this question okay? Yes, it is. Other students, don't worry about this. Let's move on. Okay, the classic question. Lewis is asking, sorry, I just fixed the mouse here. This mouse has problems sometimes. Lewis wants to know which one is more common with native speakers. I heard Sean, I remember Sean said, I remember him saying that have got is more popular with British speakers. I don't know if I agree with him about that. I don't think that's true, because we say a lot in North America. We say a lot, I've got, or I've got to go. And Have you guys ever heard this? Gotta? This is slang, by the way. What does slang mean? Slang means it's like it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful English. It's kind of bad. But come on, you've heard gotta many times, haven't you? Right? Let me just fix this mouse here. It's just driving me crazy. Okay, there we go. Have you ever heard gotta? Well, why is it doing this? Gotta means got to, or it can mean got a, right? So example, I have got, okay, this mouse is getting crazy here. Do you have a mouse, Jules? Okay, this mouse is, let me see here, how's that? Okay, strange. All right. Got or got to. We say this a lot in English. Gotta, right? I have got to go. Many people say I've got to go, right? You've heard that, haven't you? I've got to go. Or I've got a brother. Many people say I've got a brother. This is not good English. Okay, don't copy bad English, okay? But many native speakers say this. So I think have got is popular in English. They're both popular, Lewis. You have to practice both, okay? Don't just practice one. Both are very, very popular in English. Have is used as present from Wayne. Yeah, but you can say have about the past too, right? I had a car when I was in university. University, right? This is possession. You can say have. Can you say have got? Yes, possession you can. But not here, because this is about the past, right? I think I'm going, maybe illness. I think I'm going to have a cold soon, right? Maybe now I feel like, future, I will get sick. Can you say have got about this? No, because this is about the future. So if you're talking about the past or the future, don't use have got, just have. Okay. Let's get some exercises in here. Okay, the first exercise, guys. The first exercise. Let's present this. And I'm going to well, keep me in here. Okay, the first exercise is change the sentences. Use have got. So, 8 questions. He has a cold. Okay, he has a cold, illness. You can say have got. How do you say have got for this sentence? Well, he has got a cold. He has got a cold. So, please type your answers in the comments, okay? Please type your answers in the comments, and I will change the questions slowly. Okay, I'm going to disappear and Okay, guys, excellent. I don't really see any mistakes, so we don't have a lot of time left in the lesson, so I'm just gonna go back here. Let me go back this way. I don't really see any mistakes. You guys are doing great. He has a cold. He's got a cold. Listen to my pronunciation. He's gotta. Okay? It's not good English like writing. Don't write gotta. Okay? I saw somebody do that. I think Amr did that. But he's got a cold. Next one. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Do you? No. Have you? Have you got any brothers or sisters? She doesn't have any money. She hasn't got any. Okay? We have to get in shape for the race. We've gotta get in shape. We've gotta, okay? Got to. We've got to get in shape. But especially in North America, many people say gotta. We've gotta get in shape for the race. Does your classroom have any windows? Has your classroom got any windows? And this is the last question. This is my new computer. It has a lot of memory. It's got a lot of memory. It's got a lot of memory. Okay, I'm going to skip these two questions. Okay, I'm going to skip these two questions, and we're going to go to the exercise number 2. Which sentence can we use have got? Okay, so in this sentence, can you say have got? I'm so hungry. I didn't have any breakfast before class. So A, yes or no? Can you say have got for this? No, because number 1, this meaning is eat. Number 2, this is about the past. You can't say have got. So in the comments, please write B, yes or no. C, yes or no. D, yes or no. Understand? Okay, let's do this exercise. Okay, guys, good job. So this exercise may be a little bit more difficult. I saw, again, I didn't see too many mistakes though in the answers. It looks like most of your answers are correct. She has a temperature, illness. She has got a temperature, you can say. Whoops. Okay, have you heard the news? We're going to have a baby. This doesn't mean possession. This doesn't mean relationship, illness. This means like born. The baby's born, and it's future. You can't say have got. I need to go to bed early tonight because last night I had a headache. This is illness. Usually illness, you can say have got, but this is past. So no, you cannot say have got. I really like him. We always, in Japanese, you do a conversation. You say do, or I don't know what you say in French, but this doesn't mean possession, obligation, illness, or relationship. I saw some mistakes here with E. This doesn't mean those four things, so we don't say have got. Okay? This means do. In English, you have a meeting, you have a conversation, you have a fight, okay? But not have got. And I think I did one more, right? Do you have any aspirin in your bag? This is possession. And yes, you can say have got for this meaning. Okay, one more exercise, and we don't have a lot of time, so maybe I'll only do about 4 of these. Okay, this exercise, are the following sentences correct or incorrect? So please type A, correct, or A, incorrect, okay? Example, we had got a dog when I was a kid. We had got a dog. Is this correct or incorrect? Okay, I'm gonna do the music for next class. Okay. Good job, guys. I'm so hungry. I didn't have any breakfast before class. This is not correct. She has a temperature. Oh wait, did we? Let me. I think I'm showing you the wrong slides here. Okay. Um, we had got a dog when I was a kid. This is past. This is incorrect. You cannot say have got about the past. So what do we say? Just say we had a dog. I'm having a new car. This means possession. And remember, possession, obligation, relationship, illness. You can say have got, but if you say have, don't use continuous. Just say I have a new car. Okay, Diane? Or Diana? I don't know. What's your name today? Diane or Diana? Or Diana? She is having to go home soon. Same thing. This is obligation. Okay, Paul? This is obligation. Obligation, you can't use continuous. Okay? Understand? She's got to go home now is also okay. But she has to go home or she's got to go home. D, we've got a nice teacher. And Marianne Ian is the only correct answer because she wrote, this is super correct, okay? So thank you, Marianne, or Ian, sorry. We've got a nice teacher. Yeah, this is kind of like relationship, right? Possession, maybe, I guess. We have a nice teacher. We've got a nice teacher. Listen to my pronunciation. We've got a nice teacher. E, they are having a great time. Let's just check your answers. E, correct. Oscar, correct. Wayne, no. Diana, correct. Good job, guys. They are having a great time at the moment. It's correct. And the last one, I've got a shower every morning before I eat breakfast. This means take, okay? And remember, don't use have got if your meaning is take. You only use have got for those four. I'm not going to say them again, okay? We only use have got to talk about those four reasons, those four meanings. Okay, guys. Well, that is it. That is it today. I hope you enjoyed the class. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, I see Zaki has many questions. So Zaki, please join the Facebook group and I can help you there, or other teachers can help you there, okay? Also, guys, don't forget about Sean's class today. Sean's class is at 3 o'clock, which is, it's 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and that is now GMT -7. And we talked about this in the Facebook group yesterday, that the time has changed in Vancouver by 1 hour. So be careful about the new time. Sean's going to do something a little different today. Sean's doing a class on reading comprehension because we had some questions in the Facebook group about how can I improve my reading comprehension. So Sean's going to give you his advice because Sean's he reads a lot. So check that out. And otherwise, we'll see you next week. We'll see you next week, and until then, I'll see you in the group. Bye.